Hey guys, Hayden here again from Alarm System Store, and today we're going to be basically going over how to enroll PowerG door contacts, or door and window contacts. This video is going to be more focused on the actual physical procedure for each door contact rather than like the programming associated with the panel that you're using. However, all systems that can use the PowerG sensors are going to have similar programming setups. The IQ Pro and the IQ Panel 4 are almost identical. The only difference is the IQ 4 is on the keypad, the IQ Pro is via the app, which you can see that's what I'm using today. The only one that's slightly different is the DSC NEO, and that's because when you enroll devices, you're going to be enrolling them one by one, and you have to set each one up as you go, which is a little bit different than how it's done in the IQ panel, because in these you can enroll multiple and then just go through and program them after. However, like I said, this video is more focused on the actual physical procedure of how to properly auto-enroll your devices. So I'm going to try and do one of these for all the different device types when it comes to PowerG. I'm going to have them separated out by the different sensors that we're going to be using in each video, etc. In today's video, like I said though, we're going to be using the door contacts. So what I have here is the PG9945, which is like the standard baseline door contact. We have the 9303, which is the slimline contact. We have the 9307, which is the recessed version, and then we have the outdoor version, the 9312. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys basically a video that breaks up how to actually auto-enroll these sensors, because a lot of times people are trying to manually enroll them, which can potentially cause issues with the sensor not connecting to the panel, resulting in extra steps, etc., etc. So today, I'm just going to go through each one, show you guys how to auto-enroll it. That way you can just quickly select it, see what you're doing. Alright, so I already have the panel set up. It's ready to go into auto-learn mode, which is what you'll do on any of the systems. You go to that specific section where it's ready to enroll sensors automatically, and you'll just make sure that it's on. And the first one we're going to do is the 9945. So this contact is, like I said, just the basic PowerG contact for any system. It's a little bulky, but it works perfectly fine for most doors and windows. The one benefit to these is they do have an auxiliary contact on the inside. And to get them open, you just pop that little cover off like I did there, and then there's a screw here. Once you loosen that up enough, then you can just take the cover off of the actual sensor itself. So once you have that, all you're going to do is get your battery, plug this in, and then you should see the LEDs come on and start showing that it is powered. Once you have the battery plugged in, give it about 30 seconds or so just to kind of boot up and do its thing. And then right here, you'll see a little brown button, and that is the button you're going to hold to enroll the device. Now, my finger kind of covers up the LED that lights up, but what you're going to do is you're going to hold that down, wait for a yellow LED to light, and then release the button. And you want to release it pretty much as soon as you see that yellow light flash. Now, if we look over here, on any system, it's going to pop up as long as it auto-enrolled properly, and it'll give you the device ID. So whatever system you're working with, check the device ID, make sure it's good. On the IQ Pro, all you do is click Add, and then like I said, later you go back and do your programming. But that is how simple the 9945 is to enroll. Once that's done, all you got to do is button the sensor back up. You can go mount it if you need to, whatever the case is. And then, like I said, put the cover back on. All you got to do is tighten the screw back up. And then you put this little cover back on. When you're putting the cover back on, put the top on first, and then click in the bottom, just like that. So, moving on, the next one is the 9309 slimline door contact, and this is how you will get it. It will have a little pull tab where all you gotta do is just pull the tab and it will automatically enroll on the panel. So these ones are even simpler. However, If for some reason this contact fails the auto-enroll the first time and you've already pulled the tab out, what you have to do is you have to pop open the cover. So I'm going to try it the normal way, hopefully it works, but you just pull the tab. If you watch it, you'll see a couple LEDs light up as it gets power, but as soon as it did, it prompted the panel and auto-enrolled itself. So that is how it would normally go. If you do need to do it the other method, like I said, you just have to pop the cover off, and then there's a button inside that you'll see. So what I did is I just canceled the enrollment for this so that I can show you how you would do it the other way. We use these little plastic, I don't know, pry tools, I guess. They make it really easy for getting these open. You just kind of stick it down in there on the side, pop that open. So these are notoriously difficult to get open if you don't have a pry tool like this. You can use a screwdriver. It just kind of mars up the plastic. If you're not worried about how it looks, just go for it with a metal screwdriver. It technically won't hurt anything. It's just kind of the cover that gets messed up. Anyway, moving on. If you do need to enroll this the manual way, like I said, take the cover off, and then this white button right here, you're just going to click it a few times. It just prompts the panel by sending a signal that, you know, it's basically being tampered, which prompts it to enroll on the system. So as you'll see here, it popped up, and then once you got it, just click add, or, you know, follow the procedure for whatever panel you're working with. But that is the 9303. Like I said, the only difficult part of these is if you don't get it to enroll right the first time, it does want to, you do have to go in and basically tamper it and hit that button a couple times. 99% of the time, the tab will work just fine, so try that first. So moving on, we are going to go to the 9307 recessed contact. So this one, basically the whole thing is a cover. All of the innards of the contact are down inside of it here. So this round piece here is the cover. So you'll take a little screwdriver or a little pry tool, whatever you got, get up under these tabs here and gently pop that up. Try not to be too rough with these, they are kind of sensitive. But once you get it popped up enough, get your fingers around it and just pull it out. So this is actually the whole contact. This is just a sleeve, as you can see. So on these, you just plug in the battery, and procedures similar to what we did on the 9945. Grab the battery that comes with it, and these, the batteries only go in one way. It's probably kind of hard to see on the camera, but these metal sleeves right here, these are bent in on this backside, so the battery will only go in from one direction. Just push the spring down and pop the battery in like that. As long as you did it correctly, your LED will light, showing you that it's powered. Like I said, wait 20-30 seconds or so. This one, actually, it will try to auto-enroll when you first plug the battery in, sort of like the 9303. So if your system's ready, you'll see it actually popped up here. However, if you've plugged the battery in already, or whatever the case is, all you have to do is find the brown button, just like the 9945 had. So you'll hold that down until the yellow LED lights, let go of the button, and then it's going to pop up on the system just like it did a minute ago. So these are pretty simple too, not a whole lot to them. Like I said, you can either put the battery in or hold the button. The only difficult part when it comes to these contacts is you have to be gentle when getting it out of the sleeve. For whatever reason, these little tabs can sometimes break off if you're being too aggressive with them. So when you do it, just get your small screwdriver up under it and just barely pull up on it. And it has two clips, basically one on either side, and once you have both of them off, go to the side a little bit and just kind of pry it up like that until you can get your fingers around it and then slide it out. If you break this white part here, the contact actually won't sit down inside properly and it won't lock into place. So you can also, from the side here, you can see where it actually locks in. If you have a way to hold down both sides, you can push it up and out. However, once it's in your door, it's going to be like this. So you do have to do it this way once it's actually installed. So anyway, don't want to spend too much time on any particular door contact. Just be careful with those and you'll be good to go. So once that one's added, do your programming as needed. And this last one that we're going to go over is the 9312. This is the outdoor contact. So although it's bulky, it's actually one of the easiest ones to enroll. It's just kind of a pain to take apart. So this gray cover right here is just that. It's just a cover. So you got to come to the bottom here and pry that up a little bit. It's a little bit difficult, but once you get it, this whole cover piece comes off. And you'll just basically have your battery compartment here and a pull tab. So just like the other ones, whenever you try to boot it up, it should automatically enroll. So all you should have to do is pull that pull tab. And as you see, it enrolled, so it worked just fine. Then you go through and do your programming, etc. However, if for some reason these don't enroll, there is a manual enrollment that you can do. You do have to take the battery compartment cover off, which is this screw here in the middle. That one's kind of tight, but that's all right. Now, once you pop this open, you're gonna have a cover with this O-ring on it, or this seal. Make sure you don't break or lose that seal, otherwise it will not be waterproof anymore. So if you do have to manually enroll this, just be careful with it, or with the cover at least. Now, your batteries will already be installed in this one, so all you have to do is find this brown button down here at the bottom, and most people probably can't get a finger in there, so take your screwdriver or whatever. Let me cancel this real quick. And same as we did for all the rest, you're gonna hold that down until the yellow LED lights up, and then let go. And it enrolled. So all of the contacts have multiple ways you can do the auto enrollment. So if the proper method doesn't work, like pulling the pull tab or just plugging in the battery, you can always go back and try again. It's very simple. You just got to pop it open, find the enrollment button, and hit it. So one thing I've noticed is a lot of people, if they don't get it the first time, then they're like, oh, well, it's just, I can't do it that way, so I'll manually enroll it. Manually enrolling is fine. However, what you run into is if you manually enroll it, the sensor never makes a connection to the panel unless you force it to. So that's what people run into next, is a result of a not network trouble, meaning the sensor and the panel haven't communicated yet. That's not difficult to fix. Generally, all you got to do is tamper the device. So like in this one, you would just click the spring down, or if the cover's already on, just take the cover off. And that's going to force the sensor to send a signal to the panel, which will fix the not network trouble. However, it is just extra steps that a lot of people won't think about, and what'll happen is, you'll manually enroll it, and then you won't think about it. You'll do your programming in the panel, and then you'll just go stick this up, and then once you've gotten all of them done, then you realize that you have, a dozen sensors that aren't networked to the panel. So then you have to go back and you have to tamper all of them to make sure that they actually connect to the system, which is another round of walking around your house or business or whatever the case is. So instead of doing that, take a few extra minutes at the panel, make sure you get the auto enrollment right. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I want to try and keep these shorter. That way you guys can just go to the, the sensor that you need to enroll. You guys can get the info as needed. But anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for me. If you guys don't mind, leave a like and subscribe down below. Check out the rest of our videos. We have a slew of videos for information and instructions and tutorials and anything you could really want for the DSC NEO, the DSC Power Series, Honeywell, IQ panels, IQ Pro, the whole bit. So you can check out our YouTube channel, or you can check out our website. We try to post all of our videos on our site as well. That's going to be alarmsystemstore.com. But otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next one.